I thought this was quite an interesting twist on the one night stand trope. Greetings, my beautiful people, and welcome back to another book of the month. This month it is April's book of the month. So let's get right into it. I'm trying to keep this one short for you guys. I always say that and it's never short, but this time I promise it's going to be short because today we only have one book and it is an audiobook. So we're going to be chatting about my favorite book for April. I read a few ebooks, listened to quite a few audiobooks. So this month will be an audio favorite. So let's get right into it. So this month's book of the month is All He Ever Needed by Tay Monet. This is her $1 Million Baby series. This is book 1 that was published in 2023 originally and published on Audible on January 23rd, 2024. And this one was narrated by the incomparable Winston James and Cherie Taylor. I love them whenever they get it. Don't matter who they are paired up with, I love both of them to death whenever they're on the mic. So yes, this one was narrated by Cherie Taylor and Winston James. The audio was 6 hours and 52 minutes, which translates to 224 pages, I believe, in ebook format. So let's get into some of the meat and potatoes of it all. All right, so this one followed. Our heroine was Indigo and our hero was Silas. I thought this was quite an interesting twist on the one night stand trope. So Indigo is working as a housekeeper while she's in grad school. And so she's working for Silas as his housekeeper. He's a busy man. He owns his own company. He's running his own company. And so he's a busy man. He needs a housekeeper. So she works for him, hardly ever sees him. She does her job and moves about her life, trying to accomplish all of her goals. She's, I believe, I want to say it's either like chemistry or biochemistry, something like that she's studying, something in the sciences of it all. She's working in the sciences. She's in grad school working for him. She's in her last semester. She's about to graduate. So they have one night together. Silas is your terminal bachelor type, and what I mean by that is he insists that he will never settle down, or he's not ready to settle down anytime soon. Even he's hell-bent on not settling down. He doesn't want a wife, no kids. He just wants to, run his business and have his fun, doing whatever he feels like he needs to do or wants to do. While Indigo is very much about her business too. She's about her studies. She does have aspirations of eventually, settling down, but she's not ready to settle down right now. Her life is just getting started. She's just finishing grad school, like I said, and she's about to start a job in her field after she graduates, which she's obviously excited about. So anyway, you get the sense when you meet these two together, when they finally come together, which isn't far into the book. It's not that far into the book, like even be in the first chapter. They come together and it's clear that she has a crush on him and he's attracted to her. But like I said, both of them have their own agendas and their own lives. So they're not really interested in settling down or being in a relationship with each other. So They have this one night together and then go about their lives like nothing ever happened. And, you know, what ensues following that one night, it's pretty life-changing for the both of them. So, you know, in their little one night together, they get what they want and move about their business. Consequently, you know, they got a little more than they bargained for. They got a lot more than they bargained for following that night. And I'll just leave it there. As always, there was great character development, which is one of the things I look for most in the stories that I read, because I hate when I start a story and end it and the characters are exactly the same as when we first started. So, good character development. I think one of the most compelling parts of this story was the family dynamics, her family versus his family. His parents were a piece of work, to put it lightly. His mother was insane. His father was pretty much non-existent. It seemed like one of those parental situations where the mom is, I don't want to say the dominant in the relationship, but the husband is just like at a point where he just like I don't want to say let her do whatever she want, but kind of let her do whatever she want, and there's no consequences to anything that she says or does. And yeah, I just felt really bad for Silas having to grow up with those types of parents. Aloof. I would say his father is very aloof, and his mother is very I don't know if domineering is a word. Controlling. Definitely controlling. Always trying to control the narrative, trying to control their image, and it's just very annoying. And yeah, I was glad to see the development in his relationship with his mother eventually, you know, by the end of the story, how he ends up settling that for now. If we see them again in the future, I don't know. But yeah. And then in contrast to her family dynamic, she has siblings. She has, you know, both of her parents who are very loving and involved and caring. Like, they're very concerned about the way she's being treated by his family. And I think that's super important. You know, when you're in a relationship, like, I mean, obviously it's important. You want your families to get along. You want your parents to get along with your significant other or the person who's about to have your child. Like, you don't want any conflict there, obviously. So I think it was one of my favorite parts of the book was how her parents did not tolerate, like, that's my baby. You're not gonna, you know. And I actually would have loved to see not a physical confrontation, but a confrontation of the mothers, or even the confrontation of, you know, both sets of parents. Like, you're not about to play in my daughter's face. Like, this is not what we're about to do. But it was probably for the best that her parents did not meet his parents, because that would have been a shit show for sure. That would have been crazy. But yeah, that's something I would have liked to see, though. And also their family dynamics kind of give you insight into how Indigo and Silas came to be as individuals. Like, you can see how their family dynamics kind of shape them into the people that they are, and how they approach the situation that they find themselves in. I think that, yeah, the family dynamic is very, very integral to that aspect of their relationship, or that aspect of their personal approach to life, and personal approach to, like I said, their situation that they find themselves in. There will be a book 2, but I believe book 2, well, there is a book 2, I'm pretty sure. you can read it in ebook format, possibly in paperback too as well. I'll look into that, and I'll probably put it up on the screen somewhere once I look into that. But there will be a book 2 on audio releasing April 30th, depending on when you see this video. As of right now, it hasn't released yet, but you can pre-order it if you want an Audible. I will be obviously listening to book 2 because I love book 1 so much. But yeah, book 2 I believe follows a different couple. Yeah, but I'm excited to read book 2 as well. It sounds, from the description of it sounds like it's going to be pretty darn interesting. And it's also narrated by Tree Taylor and Winston James, which I'm excited about. I love those two. I guess all in all, it was a great read. Lovely narration. I loved it. One of those ones that you kind of listen to all the way through without stopping. Or stopping. Maybe it's just me. I kind of, sometimes when I'm listening to something, I'm like, okay, I don't want to say I get bored with it. If it's something that I'm listening to for like the 100th time, I'll probably stop to listen to something else. But yeah, this one was something that you want to listen to all the way through. It's only almost 7 hours actually, right? Yeah, it's only 6 hours and 52 minutes. It's light work for me because if you've listened to any of Love Belvin's in audiobooks, yeah, they're close to like 10 hours or more. So 6 hours, 7 hours is light work for me. So yeah, I would definitely recommend this one for sure. Hey, I think that's all I have for you guys today. I think I kept it short this time, didn't I? Yeah. Anywho, as always, I want to thank you all for watching. If you'd like to see more videos like this one, check out the videos at the end of this one, and like, share, and subscribe if you feel so inclined, and I will see you all next time. Peace.